EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Throwing to start the drive. Mullins. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger. Hey,
in motion goes the tight end.
Check mash. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the Vikings.
Dragon 60.
Let's go now. At the 47-yard line.
18.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Tootin is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Bashal Tootin, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 70. Chop 60, 19 Lions.
Throwing is Milton. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 24-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, up.
Now Milton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Viking 18! Viking 18! Dragon 60! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let go!
Throwing to start the drive. Mullins. This is caught. Touchdown! Ty Felton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't. But also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Broncos. Here we go. Set. 60 Vikings. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Ready, right?
To throw is Milton. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check, Panther. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Come on, set, ready.
Looking to throw. Mullins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
70 Rangers, Panther 60, Pep 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mullins. He'll try and do this himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And running with power here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Officially, it's an 82-yard kick return. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Bronco switch.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 21, 14. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10. The Vikings take over first and 10. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's another Vikings first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Ready.
McLaughlin trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On the set. Ready.
The give is to McLaughlin. And this time he is in. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard
Ready up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at
19,
the 42-yard line.
19, check, Bobcat, 79 Broncos, 19 tight, 7 Pirates, go!
Here's Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let go!
To throw, it's Milton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point safely through. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. 2nd and 4. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Warriors, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Mullins. That is caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go, Reed, go. 60 Vikings.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's got it down to the 28. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Trap to 80. Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mullins will get this out to Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Vikings first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he's got it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
19 yards. That's a first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Left it. Pass. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
On the Delta. Let's go. Got it. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
The final shot before break. Milton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out. Just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cougar 19. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
At the 50, at the 50. Ready.
Milton. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They need two. Here's third down.
Let's go now. Viking 18. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Operating from the gun. Mullins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Mullins. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have scored again in this third quarter. This time the move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go!
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
70 Timberwolf.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Milton. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Warriors 17.
At the Vikings 7-yard line.
And again this time the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
19 Tiger, 9 check Panther. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
Check smash. Check smash. Cougar 19.
Here's a give up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the double.
Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Off play action. Milton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cowboys 49, Vikings 38.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
19, Warriors, 17.
Second and 3.
Come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Second and 3. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Go, Rig. Go, Bronco 80. Hey, Smash.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw. Mullins will try to pick it up himself. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Vikings 46. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the decision to bring it out of poor one, especially given the new rules, they're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready, check.
2nd and 10.
Back. 19, 18. Hurt. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. The Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll roll 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready,
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Dallas, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.